So I am speaking to Tim Hyam, and I believe you're from biology, isn't that right?
That is correct.
And you are going to be going to Northern California and down here in Southern California doing some really interesting work. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what your students are going to discover and what they're going to be working on?
Sure. So we plan to explore the amazing diversity of California. So a lot of Californians haven't actually experienced the wonderful diversity that California has to offer. So we are going to combine both terrestrial field work. So we're going to go to the desert in Southern California, the Mojave Desert, where there are beautiful, very, very large sand dunes. We're going to go to the mountains up in Northern California, Lassen Volcanic Park, National Park. And
Wow.
then we're going to do some marine biology. So we're going to go over to the Bodega Bay Marine Lab, which is associated with UC Davis. And then we're going to hop over to Santa Cruz Island, which is associated with UC Santa Barbara. So we're kind of trying to hit all of the major areas in terms of ecosystems and diversity across California. And
So the funny part is that when you think of Bodega Bay, you think of the movie The Birds.
uh
I spent time living in Northern California, got to know Marin very well, and it's incredibly beautiful there. So you're going to have quite what you're really doing then is celebrating the geographical and cultural differences all over this country while doing the work that you'll be doing with your students.
exactly. I mean, I don't think any other state could ever offer what California does in terms of
No,
the amazing beauty and as well as diversity.
we are
So
very lucky.
yeah.
How many students are you going to take?
So we'll have a minimum of 12. So we need 12 to run the class, but we can go up probably to 16 or 18 students.
Okay. And are graduates and undergrads going?
It is absolutely open to graduate students if they'd like to take it, but it is primarily an undergraduate course.
What prereqs do the undergraduates have to take this course?
Sure. So the main class or the two classes that are being taught, one is herpetology, so that's biology 170, which does have a series of prerequisites, including the normal core courses in biology. So the first year, the 5 series. If you're a UCR student, I know some students may not be from UCR that take the class, but at UCR, it's the first year of biology and the other typical prerequisites like chemistry and math. But that said, we often in the summer can waive prerequisites. And so if you feel like you really want to take the class, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask if some of those prerequisites can be waived, because we do that.
So tell me some of the things that you will be doing with your students, some of the how this particular learning course, this educational course for the summer is going to help your students and what sort of things you'll be doing.
Sure. So in order to sort of discover some of the diversity of animals across the state, we'll have to adopt a few different techniques for finding them as well as catching them. So we will be looking at some of the amazing lizards,
Mhm.
snakes, amphibians, and then marine and freshwater fishes. And so for the terrestrial stuff, so up in Lassen and out in the Granite Mountains in the Mojave Desert, we will be catching snakes and lizards. So we'll be going out at night to find some of the lizards that are moving around at night and snakes, as well as during the day. And so we'll be doing a lot of hiking and exploring and trying to understand how the animals move around, and basically trying to understand the diversity that's actually out there. Again, most students do not realize that this area, Southern California, has the richest diversity of reptiles of anywhere in the country. So
I
that's our
didn't know
focus.
that. And I'm a
Yeah.
native Californian. I was born in LA,
Yeah.
raised in San Luis Obispo, did my master's in Berkeley, lived in San Diego, lived in Sacramento, now live in Riverside. And I did not know that.
Yeah, no, there's so many interesting habitats that all sort of meet at in the same area that it just creates this amazing diversity. So that's the terrestrial side, and then we're going to go to Santa Cruz Island as well as Bodega Bay Marine Lab, and those places we're going to have to do a few different things. So we're going to snorkel. So we're going to go around in the kelp forests around Santa Cruz Island and observe and document the amazing diversity of marine fishes. I've taught a marine fishes class almost every summer for the past 10 years. So we've been doing this a lot. And then we'll also be doing what we call beach seines. where we actually can put some really, really interesting nets into the water and capture some of the intertidal species that we'd find around the coast of California. So you're really going to get an appreciation of what kind of marine life exists along the coast of our state.
Now you're doing this summer too. What are the dates of the beginning and the ending of this course?
Yeah, so the exact travel dates. So when we leave UCR and we get back to UCR will be August 7th to August 25th. That said, the class is, spans the duration of that block. So there will be a little bit of work at UCR before leaving, and there
Gotcha.
may be a couple of days after our travel dates to finish things up. But our travel dates will be there, give or take a day or two, depending on final plans.
So sometimes students really want to know what kind of future career benefits come from doing some sort of special summer program like this. So what can you offer as information to students who have that concern?
Sure. I mean, so lots of things can stem from an experience like this. One is simply getting experience with the diversity of California. So a lot of people might want to go into fish and wildlife, those sorts of things. You need to be able to identify and catch these animals. But much more generally, we're going to have, as part of the class, small little independent research projects as we go at different sites. And so what you're going to gain is some very, very novel research experience
Mhm.
in small groups with a professor with you the entire time. And so everyone will gain research experience. And when you have this kind of research experience in the field, that opens a lot of really interesting doors. So both for potential graduate school in the future, but even pre-medical students, having research experience is one of the number one things that places look for.
It sounds
Yeah.
like you really get them enthused about it. If students want to email you and get real details about things that we're not thinking of talking about right now that are specific concerns of theirs, because I know the deadline to apply is January, what is the email that you would like them to reach you at?
Sure, it's T as in Tim, and then my last name, Higham, Higham, at ucr.edu.
Excellent.
And it's on my
Well,
website as well. If you want to look that up.
yeah, yes, your website's great, by the way. Um, this was wonderful. I'm so glad to meet you, and I look forward to
Likewise.
running across you against at campus. Have a wonderful time, and I'm really excited for the students that are going to be able to do this with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.